Welcome. Today, we're not talking about quick fixes or magic diets. We're talking about something far more important: how to take care of your body after 60, gently and wisely. Let me start with a simple truth. I'm not here to talk about numbers on a scale. Your weight, the force you place on the scale, is just a number. What matters much more is how your body is working inside, how your heart beats, how your joints feel, how your energy holds up during the day. And there's something we can't ignore: stress, especially chronic, low-level stress. According to Harvard Health, stress hormones like cortisol can disrupt sleep, raise blood pressure, increase blood sugar, and yes, lead to fat gain, particularly around the belly. So if you've been trying to lose weight, but nothing seems to change, the issue may not be your food or your willpower. It may be your stress level. And we both know that stress is hard to avoid. Life brings it in many forms: illness, family demands, money worries. But here's what we can control: how we respond to stress and how we support our bodies in the process. That's why we don't start with diet or exercise. We start with what really drives change: motivation. Not the kind you hear in commercials, not bikini body by summer, but real, personal, lasting motivation. The kind that helps you choose better habits even when no one's watching. Where real motivation comes from. If you've ever told yourself, "I just want to lose weight," you're not alone. But here's the thing: that kind of motivation often fades. It's too vague, too easy to forget when your knees ache, or the weather turns cold, or someone brings cake to tea. Real motivation isn't about a number. It's about something personal, something that matters to you. Let me share a story. A woman I once met, her name was Lillian, age 72, told me she never cared much about dieting. "I've earned every curve," she said with a laugh. But one winter morning, she slipped on the stairs outside her building. Nothing serious, thank goodness, but it scared her. She said, "It wasn't the fall, it was the way I couldn't get up by myself." That was her moment. Not a wedding, not a vacation. It was about strength, about keeping her independence. From that day, she started walking every morning. First, just 5 minutes, then 10. She swapped sugary snacks for fruit and added more protein to her meals. Within months, she said she felt 10 years younger, not because the scale drastically, but because she felt like herself again. That's what true motivation looks like. It's rooted in daily life, in what you want to keep, not just what you want to lose. So ask yourself gently, what am I doing this for? What do I want to feel again? Who do I want to be strong for? Don't chase someone else's goal, find your own. It's never too late. And if you're unsure where to begin, talk to others, share your thoughts, listen to their stories. Real people, real reasons. Sometimes someone else's truth sparks your own. Why your daily rhythm matters more than you think. Let's say you're eating healthier, maybe even walking more, but the weight still won't budge. Sound familiar? The truth is, your sleep and daily routine may be working against you, and you wouldn't even know it. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to changes in rhythm. According to the National Institute on Aging, poor sleep patterns can disrupt hormone levels that control metabolism, hunger, and fat storage. In other words, going to bed late or waking up tired doesn't just make you groggy. It can make it harder to lose weight. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. 2 key hormones are at play: cortisol, your stress hormone, and growth hormone, which supports tissue repair and fat breakdown. Both follow a natural rhythm. They rise and fall depending on your sleep, stress, and even light exposure. When your routine is out of sync, sleeping late, skipping meals, worrying into the night, these hormones can get confused. Cortisol might spike at the wrong time. Growth hormone might not activate properly during deep sleep. And suddenly, even healthy eating feels like it's not working. That's why one of the best things you can do for your weight and energy after 60 is simply this: go to bed a bit earlier. Wake up around the same time each day. Limit heavy stress at night. Make evenings peaceful, soft lighting, quiet time, no news before bed. Think of it as giving your body a gentle signal. It's safe, you can heal now. It's not about perfection, it's about creating a steady rhythm, one your body can trust. Because when your hormones are in harmony, everything else becomes easier, including weight loss. Sugar, comfort, and the quiet power of change. Let's be honest, sugar feels good. The taste, the comfort, the habit, especially with tea, especially when life feels heavy. But here's what most people don't realize. It's not about having a sweet tooth. It's about how sugar affects your brain. According to research from Yale University, sugar triggers a release of dopamine, the same feel-good chemical involved in reward and addiction. That's why one cookie often turns into 3. It's not weakness, it's wiring. After 60, your body doesn't process sugar the way it used to. Blood sugar spikes higher, and the crash afterward can lead to fatigue, mood swings, or more cravings. Over time, this pattern adds weight, increases inflammation, and raises the risk of diabetes or heart disease. But here's the hopeful part. You don't need to quit everything at once. Start small. Replace evening cookies with a bowl of berries and nuts. Choose dark chocolate instead of candy bars. Keep fruit within reach. Drink more water. Often, cravings are just thirst in disguise. And most importantly, don't fight sugar with shame. Fight it with a reason. A woman named Margaret, age 68, once told me, "I gave up sugar when I realized I was using it to cheer myself up. Now I go for a short walk instead, and I feel proud, not guilty." That's the shift, from sugar as comfort to care as comfort. Your new habits don't have to be perfect, they just have to feel better than the old ones, one choice at a time. Eat to nourish, not to shrink. When many people think of weight loss, they think of eating less. Less bread, less fat, less food, period. But here's the truth. After 60, your body doesn't need just less, it needs better. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. According to the National Institutes of Health, this process begins around age 50 and accelerates after 65. And when we lose muscle, we burn fewer calories, feel weaker, and our balance can suffer. That's why your plate needs to change, not just shrink. Start with protein. Your body needs it to repair muscles, support joints, and stay strong. Add more eggs, fish, chicken, tofu, beans, cottage cheese. Even a small boost makes a big difference. Next, healthy fats. Avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds. These support brain function, hormone balance, and help you feel full without overeating. And yes, carbs still matter, but focus on slow, steady ones. Whole grains, vegetables, legumes. These help keep your energy up and your blood sugar steady. Think of your meals like this: protein for strength, fat for balance, carbs for fuel. And here's a trick. Use a smaller plate, but fill it beautifully. Add color, add texture. Make food feel joyful again, not like punishment. This isn't about dieting. It's about feeding your future self. Movement that feels like living, not training. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need a personal trainer yelling at you. And you certainly don't need to suffer through burpees or push-ups if you hate them. What your body does need, especially after 60, is gentle, regular movement. Walking is one of the most powerful tools you have. According to the American Heart Association, even 30 minutes of walking 5 days a week can lower blood pressure, improve mood, support weight loss, and reduce the risk of stroke. It's low impact, it's free, and it works. So start where you are. Around the block, through the grocery store, 10 minutes after lunch. If your knees ache, try a recumbent bike. If the weather's bad, walk in place during a TV show. Put on music and move in your kitchen. The point isn't how far, it's that you moved. Here's what one man, Frank, age 74, told me. I started walking just to get outside. A few weeks in, I realized I was sleeping better. My pants fit better. I even stopped needing my afternoon nap. That's when I thought, hey, maybe I'm doing something right. And he was. Movement doesn't have to hurt. It doesn't have to feel like a chore. It just has to be consistent and kind. Be kind to yourself. That's where it begins. If there's one thing I wish I could tell every person over 60 who's trying to lose weight, it's this. Please stop being so hard on yourself. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are not too late. You're human, and you're trying. That alone deserves respect. Progress after 60 doesn't always show up on the scale. Sometimes it's in how you get up from a chair, how you sleep through the night, how you say no to the second cookie, not because you have to, but because you choose to. Every choice you make toward feeling better, that's a victory. So here's a simple ritual. Each time you go for a walk, make a healthy meal, or get to bed on time, say to yourself, I'm proud of that. This isn't about perfection, it's about self-respect. You are not doing this for approval. You are doing it for energy, for freedom, for the ability to move through life with less pain and more joy. And if someone dares to comment on your size, your food choices, or your pace, let them talk. This journey is yours, your body, your life, your timeline. So no matter what, whether you choose to lose weight or not, always, always remember this. You're doing better than you think, and you deserve to feel proud. That's all for now. Take a breath, take a step. You've already started, and that matters more than anything. If this video helped you, even just a little, consider sharing it. Someone you love might be quietly struggling with the same questions. And sometimes a simple message, in the right words, at the right time, can change everything. If you'd like to see more calm, thoughtful advice made just for our age group, subscribe to the channel. Your support helps this space stay kind, honest, and judgment-free, just as it should be.